Hello and welcome to this new video. My name is Reynald Limousin. I'm the Senior Sales Engineer at Netherlands for the EMA region. Today, I'm going to show you the ACKG3 Pro Wi-Fi 6 6E. This is a handheld wireless analyzer device from Netherlands. The ACKG3 Pro has been announced to the public last year in November, and it is the replacement of the ACKG2. So the topics for this presentation will be product overview, device specifications, the ACKG3 Pro key features, additional features, the latest firmware version 2.2 that has been introduced about a month ago, a live demo on the ACKG3 Pro homepage and main application, and a live demo on Link Live test results. We will go through the advantage and the comparison of the ACKG3 over the ACKG2, how to register your ACKG3 on the Netherlands website. Note that the ACKG3 comes with 1 year ACKG support included, which means that you have to register your ACKG3 in Netherlands website, and then you will get a code that you will use to validate ACKG on the device. So we're going through all those steps later on in this presentation. Also, how to claim your ACKG3 into Link Live, the different models and accessories, and the loyalty upgrade program for the current owner of the ACKG2 that does have ACKG. Product overview. The new ACKG3 Pro has been fully updated with the new hardware and software. And I'm going to go in more details when I do the comparison between the ACKG3 and the ACKG2. We've been introducing improved collaboration with cloud remote control. I will go in more details when I do the live demo on Link Live. So this is the most cost-effective handheld-based Wi-Fi 6/6E testing and site survey solution on the market. It has now a tri-band Wi-Fi troubleshooting, WPA3 security level, and spectrum analysis application. So we can do the testing, verifying and troubleshooting Wi-Fi 6/6E network with advanced testing app. And we're going to go through those apps when I do the live demo on the device itself. We support Wi-Fi 6/6E and Bluetooth BLE site survey with AirMapper application. We do automatically discover and instantly generate a topology map on your wire and Wi-Fi network using Link Live. This Spectrum NXT portable spectrum analyzer adapter does support 2.4 and 5 gig. We do validate also Wi-Fi network performance for critical services and key-end devices. And we enable a remote engineer to troubleshoot and collaborate with on-site technician. So you can have the engineer on site, and if a technician that has a device needs to have some help to configure that device, the engineer can actually just remote directly via VNC or that extra feature, remote feature that we have on Link Live. We're going to talk about this later on. So let's see some key features from the ACKG3. It does include the support for new technology like OFDMA. So OFDMA stands for Orthogonal Frequency Division Multiple Access. And in OFDMA, the bandwidth is divided into different subcarriers to carry service data of different users. That's ensuring that the same channel can transmit data of multiple users at the same time within the same bandwidth range. In this way, the channel resource utilization is improved. We also have the support of MU-MIMO, so that stands for multi-user, multiple input, multiple output. So the MIMO allows the simultaneously transmitting of multiple frames to different receivers at the same time on the same channel using multiple RF streams to provide greater efficiency. And the support of 1024, so we know that the previous 802.11 AC or Wi-Fi 5 uses 256 QAM, which transfer 8 bits. The 802.11ax or Wi-Fi 6 support 1024 QAM, using 10 bits for about 25 increase in throughput. So we can validate actual Wi-Fi 6 and 6E network performance by using a native 802.11ax radio. We gain visibility into all Wi-Fi devices working on the 2.4, 5 and 6 gig band. We provide accurate 802.11 airtime utilization measurement and enable packet capture of Wi-Fi 6 control, management and data frames. And the enhanced security validating by allowing for the use of WPA3 and OEE. So on the image on the right here, you have the 6 gig band channels. You can actually select the preferred scanning channel on 80 MHz or 160 MHz, but you can also select all. You note that there is channels that also are from the 2.4 and 5 gig band, so the 6 gig share channel with those two. And to actually identify which band you are scanning, we have added an E next to the number, stand for extended. Okay, so if you don't really need to have all those channels to be scanned, so you will save obviously some time, you can only leave it as a default, and as shows here, it will select only the 5E, 21E, and so on. I'm not going to go through the whole list here. And when this is done, you can actually do exactly the same, by the way, with the 5 gig band and 2.4. So per default, it will be the non-overlap channels, but you can actually have all of them selected if needed. So faster Wi-Fi device discovery through the use of reduced network reporting and a preferred scanning channel and multi-BSSID support. So basically to reduce the scan time to go from all the channels that belong to the 6 gig band. I mean on the 2.4 and 5 it took already some time, so if you add to scan up to 233 channels, it could have been forever, well, for a very long time. So there is some technology that has been introduced to save the scanning time. And we can discuss that in more details in another video. Another key features on the ACKG3 is the auto test and air quality profile that you can create here. So to simplify the task and empower technicians to verify complex network with the next generation of auto test. I do prefer to call it connectivity test because this is what it does basically. So out of the box auto test profile with best practice, pass and fail threshold for quick assessment. And if you look on the left hand side on the image, there are two color code here. There is the yellow and there is red. So if everything is green, means that all pass, yellow will be a warning and the red will be basically a fail. Multiple connection profile can be created for complex Wi-Fi network with multiple SSID. So this is what you see again on the left hand side. You have three profiles that has been created. One's called the Netlify AX Demo 2.4, the second Netlify AX Demo 5 gig, and the third Netlify AX Demo 6 gig. And you can add as many as you want in here. Bear in mind that all of those showing on this list here, if you press start now, it will actually go to start with the air profile quality on the top there, and it will actually carry on to run the other three. So I will show you how to deselect those from the list if you just want to have one profile to be scanned. Air quality test automatically highlight problem with high utilization and channel interferences. So you can actually see that also on the left-hand side. We have the channel utilization, 2.4, and the co-interferences. There is a long list of other tests that are done, and we're going to see that when I do the demo presentation. Periodic mode auto test run at a specific interval and send result to link live to capture intermittent issue. So you can run that auto test for maximum of 24 hours and you can actually define a specific interval. So every, for instance, 10 minutes, the test will rerun and the test will be uploaded into your link live account for further investigation. So the auto test, basically on the right hand side you can see the result. So we have the link, we have the signal dBm, we have the data rate that is shown here, and we also have the roam. If we were moving around, we could actually get from AP number 1 to AP number 2 and so on and get the result out of this. We have the channel name here, so remember 101E, this is a 6 gig band, simply because the E at the end stands for extended. We have the information of the AP itself, so this is ACKG 6 gig. We get the DHCP and the speed that it had connected to, the DNS and the gateway information there. Note that the ACKG3 does not have the possibility to do wire autotest. It is not supported. AirMapper site survey, this is an other key features on the device here. So the user can quickly and easily get a location-based Wi-Fi 6/6E and Bluetooth BLE measurement. Remember at the beginning of this presentation, the device has two antennas, Wi-Fi 6E and Wi-Fi 5, which mean you can run two surveys at the same time, so the passive and the active survey. Yeah? You don't need to have any dongle connected to that device or any other piece of hardware. And then you just can go on site, upload a floor plan. There's two ways to do that. I'm going to show you that when we do the live demo on Link Live. But it's basically, you can just connect an USB on the top of the device and just get that floor plan imported to AirMapper. Or from Link Live, you have an options now that you can upload a floor plan, you can scale it, and then you can actually push that floor plan directly to the device that you want to have it used. And this is a great feature. So if you are on site, if a technician is on site and forgot to, or maybe made a mistake to load the wrong floor plan, then within a few seconds or a minute, you will be able to actually upload that floor plan, scale it, define the signal propagation, and push that directly into the device. Note the enhanced site survey visualization and filtering are available to customers with ACKG support on the ACKG3. So if you do not have the ACKG, there are some functionality and features that will not be accessible or available. The other key feature is the automatic problem detection. So the ACKG3 automatically diagnoses various conditions on wireless network and identify a specific problem. And this is a great feature to have. So underneath here you have a list of problems. I'm not going to go through all of them, but it's basically if you have an AP with encryption disabled, or high utilization on channel, or high retry on channel, and so on. When you actually scan when you use the discovery to scan your network, those will actually be detected. And on the discovery, you have a filter that's called problem. And when you click on that, you will find all the problem that has been detected. So if you select any of them, you will have the problem description as shows here. And you will also have the recommendation. So, so this helps you a lot to understand exactly what can be the issue, and most importantly, it's how can I solve it. Yeah. The spectrum analysis. So this is a new application that has been added to the ACKG3 not that long ago. It is using the NXT 1000 adapters, the adapter that you can see on the right hand side, the USB adapter. And then you can actually perform spectrum analysis on the 2.4 and 5 gig band at this moment. So you will have the graph for the real-time FFT, you have the spectrum density, you have also the possibility to select the spectrogram. And as mentioned here, more to come. So yes, it will be more features that will be added as we go on into the spectrum application. Remote visibility and control. So the ACKG3 has a dedicated Wi-Fi management board that enables a remote engineer to control the unit for collaborative troubleshooting. So basically, if a technician is on site and needs some help to configure the device or has some issues with that device, then the engineer that is in the office with more knowledge can actually just remote that device and help on. You can actually connect directly to that device in a different way. So you have a VNC. You can also, if you have ACKG on your device, you can just log into your Link Live account select the device and just click on the remote options there, and you will have access directly to that device. This is what shows on the right hand side here. But you can also use a third-party application as well. This is an Android based device, so you can just install any other application that you want to use. And then the additional features. So with the device, you can obviously locate AP and client. You have the roaming analysis functionality. So you can actually just select a specific threshold. Per default is minus 75 or 70, I believe. But you can actually just add the specific value that you want to use. You have a hyper performance test, so you can do the hyper performance test using the test accessory from Netally, which is basically an hyper server version 3, or you can install an hyper server on your laptop and use that IP to run the hyper test. You have the ping functionality there as well, or application if you wish. Wi-Fi packet capture up to 1 gig. You have the path analysis application. Wireless and wire network discovery. I'm going to spend a little bit of time on that when I do my live demo. Network topology mapping. So when you actually run the discovery, you will get the information from all the devices that has been detected here and on your network, and then you can upload that into Link Live to have the whole mapping information. And then discovery these differences, so you can do discovery today and one in maybe a week time or 2 weeks time, and you want to know what are the differences, what has been plugged in your network and what has been taken out of your network. So this is a functionality that you also have in Link Live. With the version 2.2, new features has been added. External USB camera support. So the following USB camera have been verified for operation with the ACKG3 and the camera app. There is a list of 4 here. Last week I tried the Logitech C900 series and that worked as well. So if you have one camera, USB camera around, you can just plug it in on the AirCheck to see if that worked. The benefit here will be to make some picture of AP location, serial number, port ID and so on, and you will be able to upload that information into your Link Live account. The other new features on the version 2.2 is the wire Ethernet test support. So the ACKG3 user can test wire Ethernet port in 2 different ways. The first will be to use a converter USB to Ethernet, the one that you can see on the right hand side here. And just swiping down from the top menu the screen to see if you have an IP address. That will indicate that you have a network connectivity. The second will be to use either the Link Sprinter 300 or the test accessories. You will have to claim those devices into your Link Live account on the same organization that the ACKG3, and then you will be able to do Ethernet and cable testing with the 2 devices there. How to add images to Link Live with email reply. When a test has been done, you will receive a notification email from Link Live. And if you have access to your email on your phone, you can reply to that email and add a picture. This picture will be added to the test uploaded on Link Live. So let me show you how this works. First, you will have to claim your device. So you go to the unit, start Link Live, of course, linklive.com. If you do not have an account, you can just create one. It takes a few minutes. And then you go to the unit here. On the bottom right, you click on Claim Unit. And the list, well, all of those units here are the ones supported into Link Live. So you can actually select the ACKG3, and then you go through all the steps. I think there is about 7 steps, and then the unit will be claimed. It will take a minute or so. So when this is done, it will be shown on the left-hand side here. To have that notification email that we just mentioned, you will have to create, well, just indicate which email address do you want to use. And this email address here, every time a test will be done on the ACKG3 or any other devices, it will be uploaded into Link Live and you will receive a notification email. So the notification email looks like this. What I will do, I select the top one, which is the latest test that has been done, and I will say reply. In here, I will add a picture that I've taken from my phone. I will not put any comment here, and I will say send. When I go back to my Link Live account, I go to the test result. And on the test results, I will see the image. It takes a few seconds. I will be able to see the image that has been added into my test here, which is the one here. And other changes in version 2.2 is the added notification to turn off wireless port for optimal spectrum analysis result when using the NXT1000 spectrum analyzer. Basically, when you start the spectrum application, you will have a small pop-up to remind you to switch off the wireless port. The second is the change chart default timescale in autotest to 2 minutes that align with Wi-Fi apps. More technician techs want more details. The Link Sprinter 300 delivers them on your ACKG3 via the built-in Wi-Fi access point. On the below here, you can see the Link Sprinter 300. And to be able to pair this device with the ACKG3, you will have to claim the Link Sprinter 300 to the exact same Link Live account that the ACKG3 is. Then you will plug a cable, Ethernet cable on the below here, and the Link Sprinter will go through all those testings, so the PoE, the link, DHCP, gateway, and the cloud. When this is done, you will have to click on that little button on the top here, and the logo that is here will flash in blue. It means that at that time it will act as an access point. On the ACKG3, to connect to that Link Sprinter, you go to Settings, you go to Network and Internet Wi-Fi. Here you will extend the list of SSID. And from here, you will select the Link Sprinter that shows on this list here. When this is done, you will go to Chromium. And in Chromium, you will enter the IP address from that specific device. So the IP address that we use per default is 172.16.9.9. When you connect, you will be able to run a cable test. And the cable test will give you information of the length of the cable and the pair. You also will have the test result of the PoE, link, cloud, and so on uploaded into your Link Live account. The flash port is only available on the Link Sprinter 300. We had a previous Link Sprinter 200 that will not be supported. Okay, so let's have a live demo now.